Hello, this is Yvette Brown, also known as EVG Rebel, also known as the Powerscope. I am the CEO and founder of the Powerscope, the platform that is supposed to enrich your lives as women of color, and I'm here for My Soul Sunday. I think that society has made it whereas whatever you feel like your dreams and your purposes are as an adult, that you just need a reality check, and that most of your aspirations once you become a certain age has to be toned down, and you have to think realistically, and you just can't think like a child anymore. You can't be that whatever you want like we encourage children to be. When you're a child, you can literally say that you want to be a cow, and your parents will clap for you and tell you you could be anything that you want to be, right? But once you become an adult, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. You start getting into the monotone feeling of just overall society, and you're having to do this, you have to earn your keeps, you have to work a 9 to 5, and you might not necessarily like this 9 to 5 that you work, but you need to make money, and this is how you're going to make money. And it's not about your happiness, it's not about feeling fulfilled, it's just about you making money and surviving and being able to stay afloat and keep your head above water. Fuck your dreams, fuck your realities. All of that does not matter once you become an adult. For most people, there are people that definitely go against that grain, and this is what I wanted to tell you about. So back to who I am and who I was. I said that I was very hesitant on introducing myself with my talents and my purpose in the forefront. I think mentally, because of how I have been as an adult put in this box to, this is what, at this point, all that matters is that you need to have a paycheck every 2 weeks, and if that's not happening immediately with the things that you love, you need to cut that shit and do what makes you money. So for years, when I meet people, when I reconnect with people that I haven't seen in a long time, and they ask you, oh, so what do you do now? My initial, what just blurts out of my mouth is whatever job I have at that moment, whatever 9 to 5 I'm working at that moment. And most of the time, that 9 to 5 for me was a customer service job, whether it be data entry, answering the phones. It was a customer service job. So I would always introduce myself as a customer service person. Oh yeah, I work in a company, I do customer service. Oh yeah, I'm a secretary at this company. Oh yeah, I do the training and customer service for, like, this is what came out of my mouth immediately. I didn't even have to think about it anymore. But I have told thousands of people in my past that this is what I do for a living, right? You realize your words are spells. Your words create your reality. Your words create your present and your future. You realize that whatever comes out of your mouth is like word is bond, right? So all this stuff that I'm saying, and every time I have introduced myself as a customer service person, I realized something. Literally, I literally realized this maybe 2 months ago. Damn! I'm really flourishing in the customer service department in any job that I have. Now imagine if I put those words to the things that are actually my purpose. You get what I mean? That was the epiphany that I had. Imagine if all these times I have introduced myself and made people view me as a customer service person. Imagine if I introduced myself the way I just introduced myself to you guys. I am the CEO and founder of a brand called the Powerscope that empowers women of color in all aspects, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I am also a female hip-hop artist named EVG Rebel. Check out my website, www.evgrebel.com. I'm also a choreographer. I have choreographed for famous people as well as local artists. that you might know about. Imagine if that's how I introduce myself to people. I have missed out on thousands upon thousands of opportunities because I gave the wrong introduction. And I know I'm not the only person that does that. I know I'm not the only person that does that. And I really wanted to share that with you because I think sometimes we get into this robotic thing of what we're supposed to say when we meet people, how we're supposed to act when we meet people, what other people will think about what we think or what we do, right? When all of that shouldn't even matter. What should matter is you being able to be 100% genuine, 100% passionate, 100% authentic in who you are to anybody you come across. If they like it, great. If they don't, but listen, you miss out on so much because of your what ifs. You miss out on so much because of your what ifs. You missing out on maybe connecting with somebody that can really change your life and really propel you closer to what your dreams and your purpose are, like your purpose is, because you gave the wrong introduction. Because instead of you saying, I am an aspiring model, I'm working hard to be there, that's what I do, that's what I love. Instead of you saying that, you say, oh yeah, I work at Starbucks as a cashier. I'm a cashier at Starbucks right now. Boo. Instead of you saying, I run this company, I make treats and I make food and I do this and I do that and this is my company. Instead of doing that, you say, I'm a waitress at Applebee's. You get what I'm saying? You see where I'm getting to? These things that you are introducing yourself as, they're not serving your higher purpose. And I'm not belittling anything that you currently do because I'm still in that same boat. I am not 100% an entrepreneur where I don't have to work and wake up every morning and work 8 hours at a place that is not particularly my vision of my ultimate goal. But I'm saying this, that you take those lessons from those moments in your life, the moments in your life where you don't feel like, okay, this is not my end all be all. You take those lessons, you bring them in a way to tie into how they're helping you with your bigger vision and your bigger purpose. You tie into anything. For me, working customer service jobs has helped me understand how to communicate better with people. And communicating with people in any part of life is one of the most important things that you can learn. You get what I'm saying? You being a waitress or you being any of that, there is a lesson in that you can find, and you can pull it into how it's bettering you for your ultimate purpose. But I do want to encourage you ladies to always introduce yourself right the first time, because you do not want to miss out on thousands of opportunities, because we see and we meet hundreds of people a day, and you don't know who can change your life, who can be your next biggest supporter, who can be that person that can give you that plug, who you can change their outlook on life. Maybe that is something that will inspire them to go for their goals and their dreams. Don't ever let anybody belittle you or belittle what your aspirations are to the point that you cannot even introduce yourself as what your true aspirations and your purpose is. I feel like I went through me really feeling somewhat intimidated by the regular standards of society, and thinking if I introduce myself as all these dreams, these lofty dreams, that it wouldn't be enough. Like I'm not enough as a person for whoever just works a regular corporate job, or whoever just does this, or whoever just does that, and thinks and is at that point where they're cool with where they are. You know what I mean? I'm still kind of building. People could look at you and think, well, you say that, but that's not what you're making money doing. But that's who you are. That's what you do. That's what I do. When I think about the things that I do, it's not, oh, I do customer service. Oh, I do secretary work. No, I do everything, the Powerscope. I do music. I do dancing. That's what I do. And I've never introduced myself until now like that. I've thought previously that I was not enough for people if I introduced myself that way. But it was the reverse. It was actually that everybody else's mindset wasn't big enough for me. So if they didn't understand the kind of person that I was, they didn't understand my purpose, whether I'm making $500 a week from my purpose or I was making $2.50 a week from my purpose, the fact of me being 100% fulfilled because I love waking up and building it, if you don't understand that as a person, that's cool. You don't have to be in that circle. You don't even have to be in that in my realm of support. But I'm proud of myself that I can literally say today that I can introduce myself the way that I truly should be seen as. I encourage you to do the same. And one more time, I'm going to introduce myself to you again. My name is Yvette Brown, aka EVG Rebel, aka the Powerscope, the CEO and founder of the Powerscope, a brand and platform that is going to enlighten, empower, and celebrate women of color in all aspects to be their own goals, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I am a hip-hop artist that inspires and empowers the masses, and I am a choreographer. So if you need somebody to choreograph a little two-step for you, holla at me. Happy Sunday, y'all.